mynews.studio.
Picture this: a satellite no bigger than a shoebox detects illegal logging right in the heart of the Amazon. What could that mean for the way we protect our forests in the future?
Today is November 14th, 2025. For decades, global deforestation seemed unstoppable. Since 1990, nearly 489 million hectares of forest have disappeared. But something's changed. The rate of loss isn't speeding up anymore. Any idea what's shifting the numbers?
The latest FAO report puts annual forest loss at 10.9 million hectares per year in the last decade, down from 17.6 million per year in the 1990s. That's a real slowdown. But is it enough to turn things around?
If you look at net loss, that's deforestation minus regrowth, it's dropped from 10.7 million to just 4.1 million hectares per year since 1990. But the pace of improvement isn't the same everywhere. Which countries are pushing the trend?
China and Russia have grown their forests through large-scale planting, but the real spotlight is on Brazil. In the year leading up to July 2025, Amazon deforestation dropped by 11%. That's the lowest since 2014, and it marks 3 years running of decline under Lula's leadership.
So what's Brazil doing differently this time around?
Enforcement, mainly. Lula's government rolled out new action plans for all the key regions and cracked down on illegal land clearing. Since 2022, Amazon deforestation is down by half. Even the Cerrado, Brazil's vast savanna, saw an 11.5% drop in clearing, its best result in 6 years.
Is this kind of progress showing up anywhere else? Say, in Asia or Australia, for example?
Asia's annual deforestation rate has halved compared to the 1990s. Australia's actually shifted from losing forests to gaining them. But here's the catch. Even with those improvements, the global deforestation rate in 2024 was still 63% above what's needed to stop forest loss by 2030.
So the pace has slowed, but we're still off track for 2030. What's keeping deforestation rates up?
It's mostly agriculture. Around 90% of all deforestation worldwide comes from clearing land to grow crops or raise livestock, especially in the tropics. Even the best policies have a tough time competing with the forces of global markets.
How do things like soy and beef prices fit into that?
When soy or beef prices go up, clearing forests for more farmland suddenly looks more profitable. So, more land gets cleared. Trade agreements can influence things too. It really depends if they have strong environmental rules.
That's the economics. But what about indigenous communities? How do they affect forest outcomes?
Indigenous people make a big difference. When their land rights are secure, deforestation drops and biodiversity stays higher. But many communities still face insecure land claims and limited political voice. Recognition is improving, but it's a slow process.
Are there any new approaches or technologies that are starting to help?
Several, yes. Satellites now spot illegal logging almost as it happens. Green bonds and supply chain transparency projects are funneling money into conservation. Big restoration efforts, like the Bond Challenge, are trying to bring degraded land back. Still, most experts agree, technology works best when paired with good governance and strong community involvement.
With COP30 on the horizon, do you get the sense that this decline in deforestation will last, or could it just be temporary?
That's the key issue. The recent drop proves coordinated action can work. But unless more countries join in and focus on the core drivers like global demand for commodities, it's possible the decline won't stick.
So, forests aren't only about carbon or wildlife. They're also tied to livelihoods and climate stability around the world.
Right. The slowdown in deforestation is a rare bit of good news for the climate. It's proof that policy, science, and cooperation can make a difference. But we need to secure these gains and expand them further. Let's stay proactive.
If reducing deforestation is possible, why can't we just stop it? And what can listeners do to help keep progress going?
That's the challenge for this decade. Stay tuned. COP30 may give us some answers.
Forests are at a turning point. Will we keep moving forward or risk slipping back? Thanks for being with us today.
We've unpacked the numbers, the pressures, and the possible solutions for forests worldwide. Thanks for listening. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. Give it a try, it's free.